We are discussing about GATE 1997 ECE paper. This is one mark question related to electronics. In a common emitter BJT amplifier, the maximum usable supply voltage is limited by A. Avalanche breakdown of base emitter junction, B. Collector base breakdown voltage with emitter open, that is BVCBO, C. Collector emitter breakdown voltage with base open, BVCEO, D. Zener breakdown voltage of emitter base junction. The right option for this answer is B. So we will see maximum usable supply voltage is nothing but what can be the maximum supply voltage we can use for the BJT circuit whenever it is configured in common emitter. We may think that the voltage which causes maximum power dissipation may be called as maximum usable supply voltage, but it is not true. Okay, maximum power dissipation is nothing but maximum voltage into maximum current. Okay, even though there is no current flowing, by that time also there is a breakdown is going to be taking place at which we can expect the maximum voltage. Okay, we will see here. Generally what is specified is BJT specifications in the data sheet is provided with power dissipation rating, that is maximum power dissipation rating, which is specified as rated power dissipation. Next, maximum collector current can be used, which is nothing but here it is BJT specifications, maximum power dissipation, that is rated power dissipation, PD rated. Next one is IC maximum, and next one is VCE maximum. Okay, even though there is rated power dissipation of a transistor is not exceeded, but always there is a upper limit to the maximum allowable collector junction voltage. Whenever BJT is acting as amplifier, at that time we know that one emitter base junction is forward bias, and collector base junction is reverse bias. Okay, so by that time forward bias junction doesn't affect the power supply, because forward bias is nothing but always the voltage across that one is limited to 0.7 volts in case of silicon, 0.2 volts in case of germanium. Forward bias of a junction is nothing but cut-in voltage simply. So only the reverse bias is going to making effect. So whenever we are going in this way, we expect that one maximum power dissipation may happen. Okay, this is for example NPN this is we are going with PNP transistor. So this is P and it is also P, this is N, this is emitter and it is collector, this is base. So we expect that one whenever the emitter base junction is forward bias, by that time some emitter current flows, and based on that one collector current is going to be more, and whenever you are applying collector base voltage reverse bias, that multiplication is nothing but making the maximum power dissipation, and which causes that maybe the power supply voltage we can use the maximum, but it is not true. Okay, even though there is no emitter current, that is, let us assume you are not applying any voltage, so that no emitter current is flowing, but what we are doing is nothing but in between collector base we are applying a reverse bias, which is for P we are applying negative voltage, for N we will apply the positive voltage. Okay, so collector base junction is getting reverse biased in this way, minus plus. This is VCB. Okay, so VCB is the collector base voltage, and VCB is going to be making collector base junction JC reverse bias. So as VCB increases, as voltage across collector base junction increases, at that time reverse bias at collector base junction increases. Whenever reverse bias at collector base junction increases, okay, at that time velocity of charge carriers are going to be increases. velocity of minority carriers. Velocity of minority carriers increases. Whenever velocity of minority carriers increases, at that time kinetic energy of minority carriers increases. Kinetic energy of minority carriers increases. Whenever this kinetic energy increases and increases, okay, when this kinetic energy is equal to covalent bond energy, then it can able to break, this minority carrier can able to break a covalent bond by hitting it with ions present in the depletion region of collector base junction. So that, okay, this process is going to be called as avalanche multiplication. At first only one minority carrier you consider. Whenever it is hitting the ion, at that time it will create one electron hole pair. Out of that one will be majority carrier, the other will be minority carrier. Okay, and out of this one, majority carriers doesn't have any effect on the reverse bias, so minority carriers only will consider. The previous minority carrier and newly created minority carrier. Now we will have two minority carriers, and the previous minority carrier is in the process of coming towards the negative terminal. Okay, that is nothing but coming towards, attracted by the power supply applied. So in the process it is hitting the ions. Now both minority carriers are hitting the ions, and that will be generating two more minority carriers, that is 4 minority carriers. All these 4 minority carriers will have the same kinetic energy because they are traveling again the same junction, and the same junction is supplied by the same voltage. All operating conditions are going to be exactly same, so that all the minority carriers are going to be having the same kinetic energy. So within fraction of time, 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, like this, the multiplication is going to be increases within fraction of time, and the junction gets breakdown even though there is no emitter current. This breakdown is called as avalanche breakdown or avalanche multiplication phenomena. Avalanche breakdown occurs. So this avalanche breakdown occurs when the maximum VCB is indicated as when VCB is equal to BVCBO. So whenever the collector base voltage is going to be equal to collector base breakdown voltage with emitter open, then the avalanche breakdown occurs. So this is the maximum supply voltage you can apply across collector base junction. Okay, even though there is no collector current, but due to this minority carriers, which is nothing but reverse saturation current which is flowing in N2P, that is IC0, this IC0 becomes very large, and that makes, okay, breakdown of collector base junction, that is breakdown of transistor. So in common emitter BJT amplifier, the maximum usable supply voltage is limited by BVCBO. And if it is asked as in a common base BJT amplifier, the maximum usable supply voltage, similarly we can say that one BVCEO. So this BVCEO is for the common base amplifier, whereas it is for common emitter amplifier. So the right option for us is B, collector base breakdown voltage with emitter